Maybe what'd you learn there that you're hoping to bring down to here?
I mean, it was good to. Obviously, me being down there for for 5 years. I mean, it was cool to see the, I guess the development. The guys who came in with me, guys I was drafted with. Being able to grow with those guys over the time that I was there, and you know, was definitely blessed to be in a lot of situations. That I was up there, but even more glad to be, what feels like home here. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to get it going with the guys down here. So I'm excited about that.
You mentioned it feels more like home. I know you
Yeah,
said you have family around here.
no doubt.
Elaborate on that though. Why does it feel more like home for you?
Yeah, I mean, you got the physical side where on my father's side, from Moss Point, Mississippi, which is like an hour, hour and some change east of here, on I-10. So still on the coast, and I got my whole dad side of the family reaching out, especially when the news broke that I signed here. So you got that, as well as you kind of got the culture of New Orleans, that kind of you'd be crazy not to fall into it, because it encompasses everything that this team's about and everything that the city's about, and the city rallies behind the Saints, and we rally behind the city. I mean, it's beautiful, man. Just me being able to see it the last month and a half that I've been here. So
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, cool. So, good down
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So,
What were your first impressions in the secondary when you got here?
man, that's a group right there. That's a group right there, and I tell you, it's going to be a blessing to be able to, to have those weapons around. Being able to build that trust with these guys, and for those guys to get to know me, and for me to get to know them, and we're building that chemistry in the back end up, all throughout these OTAs. So it's been a beautiful thing, man. It's been fun.
Who have you been kind of talking to kind of get tips from or stuff like that? Maybe Jonathan or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's good to have a locker mate right next to you. So definitely John. Definitely John. I mean, we also came in together the same draft class. So we know each other from way back to 2019. So it's been good to kind of bite. Pick the brains of all these guys here. I mean, I've learned from everybody. Everybody in the defensive room. You got John, you got Ty, obviously. Jordan. All the corners, and just kind of been picking everybody's brains as far as like how do they see things. Some of the lingo, some of the dialogue that these guys have. I'm just trying to be able to blend in as much as I can to be able to be a tool for them, and contribute where I can.
Good answer. You're right next to Mario here.
Yeah,
What's
man.
that
Hey,
like?
I'm telling you, if there was a locker, an empty locker to have in here for me, it was going to be this one, being next to this guy right here. So he's obviously, speaks for himself as far as the player that he's been, but you know, even twice as good of a guy, man, and just being able to pick his brain and be able to talk to him on the daily, man, and from every side, from the physical side, from the spiritual side, just being able to have guys like that in the locker room in general, but a guy like that right next to me is a tremendous resource for me. I mean, obviously he's got 13 years in, man, and he's a tremendous resource for me to, kind of ask him how he sees things, and he knows the defense like the back of his hand. So if there's a guy to kind of be next to, it's him. So definitely blessed.
Every part of 13 years.
No doubt.
You really missed the game.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Oh yeah. I mean, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. That's one of the things that we said, all week. I mean, when I was up there, that's obviously a couple coaches we had up there from who coached in New Orleans before, that being Dan and AG or whatever. So they told us before we got down there, like, this is about to be a dogfight, just so y'all know. Like, we're going to have to, and it was every bit of that. And, man, these guys come out, and the film don't lie. I mean, these guys come out and freaking ball and play for each other, and, and play for that, that Saints culture. So I'm glad to be down here and be a part of it and contribute where I can.
It wasn't a dogfight in the beginning, but it ended up being.
Man, I'm telling you, it was like, I'll say that, it was an escape for sure. It was an escape for sure. But, it got, reminiscing about that game kind of got me even more and more hyped to be down here, because I'm just like, man, like, just to see the way these guys fly around, to see the way these guys compete, and strap up in the back end, man, it was inspiring. And you asking me, and I'm a competitor. Every guy's in here going competitive. We try and be the best no matter what we do. So, and that's the fun about being around these guys, man. Is that you ask any guy in the back end, any guy in the back, in the back end of the defense, they're gonna tell you the same thing. Anybody in this locker room, they're gonna tell you the same thing. We plan to be the best for sure. So. It's good to be able to try to build that chemistry with these guys so that we can get that accomplished.
Anything I didn't ask you about you want to mention?
Man, not really, man. I'm just repping NOLA to the wheels fall off, man, out here, man. I love it down here. So I'm excited for this year, and I'm excited just to be in the city, for sure.